As the bay rises, a lot of the water on bay shore is certainly just simply sent into the bay. And if the bay rises and fills those drains underneath, then the rainwater has nowhere to go. So it just piles up on top of the street. This high tide cycle is just about done. We're about to go into low tide cycle for the afternoon. It's the one this evening, tonight, overnight, that really concerns me. This is Port Tampa Bay. The blue here is where it should be. The red is where it is. It's about 1.5 feet above to 2 feet above where it should be. The light blue is a computer model that is forecasting what the water will do. And the last 24 to 36 hours, it's been pretty good. So now we're concerned looking ahead that the forecast for midnight is 6 feet of water here. This would be the surge. And if this is the south side of the bay, you could potentially see higher amounts on the north side. And what makes this dangerous is that the water would be coming in at night. And if you lose power because of a down tree or power line in your neighborhood, you may not see the water coming until it's in your property and inside your home. So please take evacuation orders seriously. The peace of mind of just sleeping in a dry place tonight. Tomorrow it's all done. You'll come back. Yes, in most cases, nothing will happen. But that's a good story to tell. That's the story we should all be telling. Yeah, we had to go. It was kind of an inconvenience. We came back. Everything was fine. Great. I don't want anyone telling the story of having to be there at night while this is happening. It is a very, very scary situation. There is Helene right now. It is starting to intensify. Pressure continues to drop. It's really trying to form an eye here. The center of the track still looks at the Big Bend. No changes to watches or warnings. Most of the Florida Peninsula is under a tropical storm warning. So that 5 to 8 number from the Hurricane Center for Tampa Bay, that's very reasonable. It is doable. This is not out of the realm of possibility in a worst case scenario. The 5 would be the south side of the bay. The 8 would be the north. Maybe as much as 8 to 12 farther to the north. The next several hours, I'm just looking at scattered rain, breaks in between, maybe even some sunny periods with gusty winds. But the winds, and I want to show you these, will not be much of an issue through the day. They'll be gusty, 40 to 45, so think of a very windy day. Maybe some small tree branches down, but it's not going to be dangerous through 4 o'clock. The ramp up in the winds happens between 4 and 6. If the storm tracks a little closer, as this model is showing, to Taylor County, we'll get commonly gusts 65 to 70. If it tracks a little farther, they may be closer to 55 to 65, and it's all done by midnight in our area in terms of the strongest winds. And this still stays breezy early tomorrow morning, but it does look like tomorrow is fine and the weekend's looking good too. With just a couple of pop-ups in the afternoons and evenings, the winds will be done by tomorrow afternoon completely and will return to typical early fall, late summer-like weather here across the Bay Area.